Hello and welcome to more Starmen Animeniacs. I'm Devin, with me is Cody.
Hey everybody!
And we're doing the aftermath for Problem Children Who Are Coming From Another World, aren't they? God, that is a mouthful of a title.
It really is.
So, the whole series, overall, our impressions. Let's get that out of the way.
I gotta admit, I liked it.
I thought it was building up at the end there. I was like, I'm actually getting on board with it.
Yeah?
I'm curious to see these demon lords now. I'm curious to see the interactions with you, Izuyoi, and Asuka.
Yeah?
Not a huge fan of the fan service, but I see why it's in there. And to be fair, the fan service isn't as atrocious as a lot of other animes.
That is fair.
I'm just counting the OVA, because the OVA is a wild card in itself, so...
Yeah, the OVA was not. Yeah.
We'll get more on that later, but...
Yeah.
Basically, if you didn't see the previous episode of this, the OVA was more fan servicey than it needed to be.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we weren't fan service enough in the main series, let's go all in on OVA.
Yeah. And they did.
Nope.
We'll talk about that. But, apart from that, it wasn't too, apart from the main series, it wasn't actually that bad.
No. I was worried about Izuyoi because he seems like the Mary Sue. Nothing can really faze him. But he has more of the Saitama vibe from One Punch Man.
Oh, so he always wants a challenge, but he never gets one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's never used... there's two types of Mary Sues. One is everything goes right for them, nothing's a challenge, and they're fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's the Goku type Mary Sue, where Goku will probably come in, save the day at some point.
And then leave.
Or, to build up tension, we have Goku fail. Or is unavailable at this time.
Yeah.
Which was a lot of what Izuyoi was doing, was... I'm off doing my own shit, so I can't help you guys with your shit.
Yeah, so figure it out.
So figure it out. And as long as you let the other characters shine, I don't mind the Mary Sue character being in there. But it's when the whole series is around this Mary Sue character and everyone else is just playing second fiddle.
Yeah, we know a few like that.
Yeah. By the Grace of the Gods is a great example.
Yeah.
Riona there, it was like, oh my god, I hate Riona.
Oh yeah, Riona. My god.
Cool, if you like that kind of thing. Me, I was like, I don't know. There's no stakes, I'm not interested.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Other characters, who's your favorite character out of this?
Kind of Black Rabbit.
Okay, I can see it. Why?
'Cause she goes crazy.
Okay, so you like when she transforms and actually gets serious and...
It just freaks out.
Yeah. She's supposed to be, the mother of the group, it's the best way I can describe her role.
Hmm?
It's I gotta keep you guys in line, because you guys don't know how the world works.
Yeah.
But you guys are making it damn hard to keep you in line.
Yeah.
And you guys don't care how the world works, it just works.
Yeah. I kind of do also like Asuka and you.
Yu's one of my favorites. I always like the animal tamer character.
I also like Jin.
Yeah, the young leader, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't use him enough for me to get attached to him. But I would love to see a second season where we start seeing Jin kind of lead the group and doesn't need Izuyoi to plan out everything.
And, Izuyoi can go away.
Izuyoi I can give or take. I'm like, Izuyoi is great if he stays in the Goku role.
Yeah.
Where, yes, he's kind of the main character, but we're not focused solely on him.
Or
he's there just to clean up.
Yeah. Or if he gets his ass kicked a little.
That's the other thing. I would love to see him where he meets his match.
I mean, we kind of did. A little bit.
Kind of, but not really. You're talking about the final fight with the Pied Piper guy?
Yeah, I mean, at least we got to see him bleed.
Yeah, it was on almost equal footing. I would love to see something where now I have to actually go and train and harness my powers and understand how they work instead of just using them willy-nilly and they seem to work out in the end.
Yeah. That would be great.
Yeah. That's usually like the Goku arcs are like that. It's like Goku goes off, trains, learns a new technique, we'll pull that out. That's shonen in a nutshell.
Yeah. Yeah, that is fair. I like the pumpkin.
Oh, Jack.
Yeah.
Jack's pretty good for just a background character that makes an appearance there so often. Jack's pretty good.
Just wisdom.
Yep. Wiser than he lets on. Is always a good character trait. Okay, characters we didn't like.
Mr. Salamander.
Yeah, the Salamander advisor guy, that's who you're referring to?
Yep.
Yeah, no. You could tell he was the the secret villain, like, when you met him.
Yeah.
He gave off that vibe. I was like, you're going to backstab our current Salamander leader.
Yeah.
But you didn't, but you had an underlying goal for everything.
Yeah. Also, Mr. Perverted Douchebag.
That guy was meant to be hated. The Pegasus leader?
Yep.
Yeah. That guy was perfectly made to be hated.
I didn't ever hate him.
Yeah. But I'm more talking about characters that you wouldn't normally hate, that you just didn't care for.
Oh.
Like, I'm going to go contradictory on you. Asuka was not one of my favorites.
That's fair.
Because until they do something unique with her, that's why I was like, I love when she got the robot. I forget the name now.
Dean?
Dean, thank you. I was like, Dean something. And I was starting with a D. But I was like, okay, I like that she has a mech at her disposal. Let's see her do something creative with that. And
yep.
So hopefully, if there's a season 2, I don't know how new this is. This feels like one of the newer ones. But this could have been out for years.
Well, I'll look it up.
We'll have to look into that later, but... Yeah. Other than that, she was just the... my ability is I control you through a verbal command. I was like, that's cool and all, but you're not really using that too much of a disposal. Also, the counter to that is, well, they have high will, she can't control them. And I was like, you can easily write that for any scene.
Yeah. But I do like how they made it so she can control anything, though. Like, even, like, inanimate objects, like vines. Oh, no, they have...
Yeah, plants are living creatures.
Plants are alive.
Yeah, this is where I was like, she's like really stepping into the animal tamer territory.
Yeah, she's only good if something's alive.
Yeah.
But once it has high will, she's screwed.
Yeah. And in a writing standpoint, you can easily make anything high will. You can just say that at high will.
Now, unless you can train it and get it higher.
Yeah. But even then, you can always write the next obstacle for her higher-willed opponent.
Yeah. So, I see your point.
Yeah. There's not much writing-wise I can see where you can go with her.
Yeah.
So I was like, give her something else to work off of.
It's like, oh, she got a mech. Okay.
All right. I'm a little more interested. And her being, like, of nobility wasn't helping that fact either.
Yeah, she's kind of pompous.
A little bit. I did like where we had the arc of, like, she's like, I was so bored in my world because everyone fell to my will. Because of my powers. So I want a world where that's, like, people don't just fall to my will or because of my nobility they have to serve me.
That's fair. Plus, she was also locked in her room, I think.
Yeah. I don't think she was locked in her room, but she was just... didn't get out much.
Okay, locked in, like, the house, because nobody trusted her powers, maybe.
I kind of forget exactly.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't think she was locked in a room, but she was under heavy surveillance.
Oh, that's fair, yeah. That is fair. I can't think of anybody else I hate.
Yeah. Luckily, there wasn't too many people in this, and if there were, they didn't stick. Yeah, they was either they were meant to be, or they didn't stick around long enough to really care.
Yeah.
So, and I think we had like 3 story arcs in this, technically. The Pegasus group, the Pied Piper group, and the introduction.
Yes.
Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, I'd say it's fair.
Yeah. Of them, which one was the most interesting to you?
Pied Piper?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I wish there was a second season, because the last arc was actually really good.
Yeah.
First arc, I always give a pass to because it's the introductory arc. It's just learning these people and what they do.
Yeah.
And then your first arc is usually never your strongest arc.
Yeah. Didn't they also have, if you look at it, like their first opponent who they fought, would he be his own separate arc?
No, I put him in the introductory arc. This is our first big bad.
Right, that's fair.
Yeah. The tiger guy, right?
Okay, yeah. Okay, 3 arcs.
Yeah. Like, unofficially. That's just Devin's point of view of what an arc is. Like,
yeah, I agree. The last one was way more interesting.
Yeah. This is one of those series that I felt it built up better as it went along.
It really did.
Yeah. I kind of was nervous when we first got in here. Because I was worried about what type of anime we're getting into.
Yeah.
Because when they were mentioning the games and that, I was like, are we doing like a no life, no game situation? Where everything's just decided by like board games and card games and other stupid bets.
Wait, is that what that one's about?
Yeah.
Huh?
They're in a world where basically everything's decided through gambling, really.
Ooh, okay. And like when I saw the title, I'm like, oh god, it's an isekai. There's a few ways we can go with this.
Yeah.
Weird, stupidly overpowered character, or fan service.
Yeah. There's always the question of how fan servicey this is.
Yeah.
Now, our stance on fan service, it's fine, but when that's the whole anime, that's not good.
It's really not.
Like, if I won't discredit someone for liking an anime because it's all fan service.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, I need something more with the fan service.
Yeah, I want story.
I want a bit of story, some character development. Give me something. Or at least interesting characters.
Yeah, luckily with this, it didn't rely too heavily on the fan service.
No, it ever so often have put in a fan servicey joke or a fan servicey scene, but didn't stay on it.
Kudos.
Good job on restraining yourself.
Yeah, you saved that for something else.
Like, the OVAs I always see as like
the wild cards.
Well, they're wild cards and they're just ways for the either writers or artists or anything just to have fun and vent out a little bit.
Yeah.
Get it all out.
Yep. The Soviets certainly did that.
Yeah. And final thoughts before we wrap up this episode. Is this a recommendable anime?
Yeah. I'd recommend it.
Yeah. Like, as harsh as we're being with some of the criticisms we're giving it, there are way worse animes you could be watching.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a shame this doesn't have a second season already. I hope one is in the works if this is newer, or I know it probably has a manga and the manga's probably going on.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I look forward to watching it every week, so...
Yes. This wasn't a drag. The art style's good. The story writing's average to above average. And characters... The main characters are memorable, and some side characters you'll get attached to.
Like, I could have sworn I recognized Black Rabbit's voice.
I would want to look that up too, because I thought I recognized that too.
I did, but I didn't recognize anything else she's been in, so...
Okay. Can you name a few things she was in, or do you remember?
No.
No.
I think I looked it up like 2 weeks ago, so...
Fair enough. But I think with that, though, we'll call the episode here, so thank you all very much for listening in. Until next time, have a good one, guys.
Peace out.